All right. You got any sixes?
Go fish. You got any mustard?
I do actually. I do have mustard.
Cool. I could use some mustard right now.
Yeah,
actually,
absolutely. Speaking of mustard, welcome to Multiplex Miscellaneous, the Q&A team sign up yearly sandwich appreciation. We're gonna wait for a couple of you beautiful people to hop in here. But if you're just tuning in, trying to figure out what's going on here, we're gonna be talking about the match that is going on tonight, as well as the next upcoming match, and some couple of tweaks regarding the game, and then just like general question stuff. I don't plan on
general questions.
General questions. I'm glad that somebody else gets that.
I do it all the time.
Nice. All right, we'll wait for there's 4 people here. We'll wait for 5. We'll wait for an integer of 5, I guess. Integer, factor, exponential, factorial.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Homecoming, Sokovia. What else? What else are the other words? I feel like I should know this. But...
Yeah, I feel like you should know this too, because I think your references. You the reference king.
I'm the reference king. Yeah. How many sandwiches do I owe people? Too many. I lost count in 2018. And yeah, everything else has just kind of been extra.
You owe me one for last night.
I do owe you and the Woodies, I believe, as well. I think I had 3 sandwiches I was supposed to make. But the audience count is actually going down, so we will just get this over with and start up.
Yeah, let's do this.
So a couple of things are gonna be changing. First off, I guess we'll start off with the wheel. There's a couple of not entirely new categories, but there's some kind of tweaking, I guess, and some reformatting. So the first thing that's going to be happening is that time hop is coming off of the wheel. This was a heavily tested subject, but we decided to take it off. It will be returning in some way, shape, or form. But essentially what's going to happen is that time hop is going to be replaced with a category that is effectively just being called miscellaneous. And what miscellaneous is going to be is that it is effectively going to be our mystery category for each week. So there will be like a theme or something. This is meant to be something like topical, pop culture heavy. But yeah, this is one thing we wanted to change. And then the other small thing that isn't super major is that trivia about trivia is now simply going to be called Multiplex. So then that's just so we can add other shows we can talk about that aren't necessarily trivia based. The biggest show that I use, for example, is YLS. Your Less Sucks will now be added into the shows of questions that are possibly asked. Andrew, I know that you were a big supporter of the Time Hop Wedge. It will be back someday. One of these days we'll bring it back for the mystery wedge. But
Justice for Time Hop.
Justice for Time Hop. Maybe on the 1 year anniversary, we'll bring back Time Hop. But with that being said, there is some other good news, I guess, that we could talk about with Without 2. So with that being said, Without 2, previously what had happened was you would spin the wheel, somebody would pick a category, or somebody would pick who would answer it, and then it was basically an entirely individual thing. And then I think it was Michael, Corey, Cody. There was a bunch of people that came forward, and they were like, "Why don't we just make Without 2 entirely team conferring?" And there was "Yeah, why don't we do that?" So that's what's going to happen. Without 2 is almost entirely team conferring, with the obvious exceptions with triple threats and regarding steals and how they get wedges. But yeah, I think that's going to be a fun time. We're going to get even more yelling in a miscellaneous match.
Oh, for sure. Especially when it's in a subject that both people are very strong in, but they both have completely different answers. Now it's going to be dude, this is my category. No, this is my category.
But hey, my mom taught history. I know this guy.
Yeah, my dad was an English professor. So what?
All right. What else do we have to talk about, Andrew? So what's going to happen is the winner of today's match will be playing on March 1st. That'll be the second match. We're going to stick bi-weekly for the first little bit, just to make sure that all of our ducks are in a row. Theoretically, but Andrew, you stall for 2 seconds while I make up an official, not the room code for StreamYard for last year. But yeah.
Yeah. So there is a match happening today. It's kind of a 3-way return, 3-way revenge, 3-way. Let's
three-way revenge. This like an erotic thriller that we're setting up here.
Absolutely, because I'm involved and I have to make everything revenge.
Sure.
Yeah. So that would be California, or more effectively, California. Being Michael Campbell and Kelly, as some people know very well. Then we have a semi-new team. That being myself and Anthony Tisdall. Cameron Holtzman could unfortunately not make Mondays anymore. He was like the Boomtown Rats. He doesn't like Mondays. And now thinking about what that song's connected to, I wish I had not said that.
Garfield doesn't like Mondays.
Exactly. It's about Garfield. We are known as My Phone Number Is My Tip. If you get that joke, good for you. And then we have Hollywood Video. Yeah.
What combination of Hollywood Video are we going to get? Is the real question.
That is a good question.
Does Too Big come back?
You know, Too Big could be coming back. Too Big could be making a surprise entrance, making it a 3-person team versus 2 2-person teams. Because Hollywood doesn't like to, play by the rules.
We have a very angry Kaleb Koho. He's the only 2-time Mound champ. He's the only 2-time Mound champion, but I don't think you are the longest serving member of the Mound. That goes to California. But this is
we beat California. And we gave them our mound because, business practices.
And look at how Canadian of an act that you guys did. Isn't it great though to win and then still lose?
Yes. But everyone's walking around going, "Oh, California beat Eliza Doolittle. California beat the." No, I want to set this record straight, and I want to beat Michael and Kelly again. Just so we make things clear. And then we'll probably give it back to them afterwards because, business practices and all that.
Yeah. So, and then, yeah, this.
Greatest Mound champion ever. You mean Cameron Holtzman?
I mean, Kelly, I don't know.
I mean, Kelly might probably actually have that.
Kelly might have that, yeah. But,
or Scott Harvey.
The segue that I was trying to make off of this is that the winner of tonight's match will be playing on March 1st in a match that is simply titled The Final Mound.
Oh!
The Final Mound. And to make sure that nobody's scared, no, this is not the last episode of Miscellaneous. People have asked about this before. Behind the scenes.
I have a job.
Yeah, people have asked us about this before behind the scenes, and if anybody is wondering what it's about, it's essentially 4 teams enter and 1 person wins. It's kind of like a riff on a popular cooking competition show on Netflix called The Final Table. I really like it, and I'm kind of borrowing this. Is a word? Borrowing is a word?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm flattered. No, not flattered. I'm inspired to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Having never seen that show, I probably should. Yeah, I have no idea. Tell me more about this.
Will be determining a singles champion of the Mound. If so, I have a candidate who could go toe-to-toe with Harvey and Kelly, and it's not me.
Is it me? Thank you.
Yeah, there probably will be. If I do the math a little more, like if we did one of these final mounds a month, and then like that even puts us at like, even if we did not even necessarily once a month, say we did 8 of these over the course of the year, and at the final year-end event, the 8 winners of the final mound would compete heads up. So maybe that's like an unintentional way to like get a champion for this, by just like literally making it up on top of my head. But we'll take
unintentional, intentional, unintentional, intentional.
The line is so close. But yeah, I want to make sure. But for anybody who is just tuning in, this is also a great time to sign up and let us know that you are interested in potentially taking on the Andrews team. Just leave the or not leave the tip. I can't.
My number is my tip.
Exactly. My number is my tip. California as well as Hollywood Video. But yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing else that I can think of.
Not that I'm aware of.
No. If you guys have any questions, by all means, anything really.
Any questions
to kind of recap everything. I'll just say they're related to someone who's been a champion of the mound and they have a PhD in soul. All right, Andrew is shocked. This is a big reveal. We're talking like WandaVision episode 5 levels of reveal.
I know who this is, and I'm kind of nervous.
Okay, PhD in soul is a little concerning. But it's Tim.
No, it ain't Tim, but Tim could do a good job versus Kelly and Scott Harvey.
Will you ever consider doing special nights with singles, putting bashing with Foul in the chat, or will it be strictly just scheduled teams matches from now on? It's likely going to be scheduled teams matches from now on. I think if there was any indicator, the hashtag with Foul in the chat didn't necessarily work. We got viewers, but we weren't able to grow the way that we anticipated. So we took a more like WWE bookmaking style approach. Maybe we'll go back to this. But yeah, we'll definitely be trying to do singles events in the future. But we've found a lot of success with teams, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those formats where it's a lot more fun to do it with a partner. Against 2 other people. It's a little bit, for some reason in this format, it's a little bit more competitive that way, but it's a lot more of a respectful competitiveness. So it's just a little easier this way. But hey, look, we're always, Brooklyn and I, we've been known to experiment before. So.
Yeah. College is college, but.
What?
Well, what happens in Canada?
Any other questions from the chat?
Michael Turner, love a shot of singles. Nico, want to know 1K. I am want to know with 1KO and miscellaneous singles. Yes, the emphasis on the singles. But yeah, I think that's it though. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Yes. Brooklyn, do you have any questions for the chat or me?
I don't have any questions. Well, I don't think I have any questions for the chat. Am I supposed to have a question for you?
No, it's just
How you doing? How you doing, Andrew? There, that's a question. How are you doing?
I feel left out now. Bye, everyone.
Okay. But,
that did not work out the way I was anticipating.
Okay. What were you looking to talk about, Andrew?
Oh, nothing. Just how excited we are to be back.
Yes, quite. But obviously wanted miscellaneous. I'm just wondering if I should still play with Malcolm or find a new partner because that match versus Zach and Jim made me hey.
Okay, this is
you know what? That's gonna be a great time to actually like cut the stream, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. So once again, guys, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My number is my tip versus Hollywood Video versus California.